According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, fast food restaurants outnumber grocery stores more than 5 to 1. Now, as this graph shows, the number of fast food restaurants are steadily increasing. It is predicted by 2018 there will be over 247,191 fast food restaurants spread across the country. Now, due to this increase in fast food corporations, it has caused a replace in the American diet. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are often spent in Jack in the Box, Burger King, and McDonald's rather at home at the dining room table. And these restaurants are a main cause in the spiking of obesity rates in the country. They use many strategies, and it is our job as educated individuals to inform future generations of the hazards of fast food consumption. With proper education, Americans can learn the consequences of fast food and lead to a significant decrease in the total number of fast food consumption. However, if we ignore these hazards, then our country's preventable disease count will only increase. Americans have moved away from home-cooked meals, and we have substituted in fast food for the majority of our meals. According to the Ohio Medical Group, fast food restaurants serve 50 million customers per day. This has led to an increase in preventable diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. In fact, according to the American Heart Association, more than 1/3 of the American population is obese. That's 78 million people countrywide. So, in order to stop this epidemic, Americans need to grasp the hazards of fast food diet and how they lure their customers. So I will begin with the 3 strategies that they use to lure customers. The first strategy is false advertising. What these fast food corporations will do is they'll put up a billboard or they'll have a commercial on TV showing a perfect burger or a perfect taco. It's proportioned perfectly, the color's very bright, everything looks really good. Yet in reality, when we go into the fast food restaurant, it often never looks as good as that burger or as good as that taco. This is a prime example of false advertising, and it needs to be stopped. The second strategy they use is food deserts. Now, what food deserts are is they are places in towns or cities that don't have any grocery stores nearby, and what they'll do is they'll put in a Denny's or a Wendy's, and this will cause poor or middle lower class people to go to the fast food restaurants rather than traveling to the grocery stores just because the grocery stores are so far out of distance. People will not want to spend the extra time or money to go to the grocery store. And a little personal note, so I grew up in a small town, so I didn't know what a food desert was, and like the only fast food restaurant I had was a Subway, and many people don't even consider Subway fast food just because it's a lot healthier than like a McDonald's. So when I went down south recently, I saw a food desert in person, and it looked very similar to this. McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's, and KFC, and yet no Vons, Ralph's, Whole Foods, or any grocery store. This is really sad. We really need to put in, or people really need to put in grocery stores instead of these fast food restaurants. The third strategy they use is cheap prices. Through mass production, they are able to load their food with salt and preservatives, and this allows for easy transportation from location to location. And with this, they're able to charge very cheap prices for their food. Once again, targeting lower class citizens and poorer individuals. But there's 3 steps we can take in order to stop this. The first step is awareness. We simply need to point out the fact that fast food is not healthy. It's loaded with fat, cholesterol, and sugar. And we also need to be aware that corporations' primary goal is to make money. All they want to do is make money. They don't care about the health of citizens. The second step we can do is home cooking our meals, and when going out, only eating at local restaurants. We need to revert back to the ways of home cooking the majority of our meals. That way we can save money when going out, or save money so that when we do go out, we can spend a little bit more money on local restaurants. And the third thing we can do is eat in moderation. We can eat fast food. It's impossible to completely abolish fast food. Yet, if we only eat it per se once a week or only when we go on road trips, then it will lead to a very large decrease in fast food consumption. By doing these 3 steps, the preventable disease count will decrease greatly. Plus, it will cause medical expenses such as surgical procedures, doctor's visits, and emergency operations to go way down. Not to mention, local economies will be boosted by the patronage towards local businesses, causing overall higher profit margin to local business owners. All in all, if we do these 3 steps, it will lead to a healthier America. Thinking about it in this way, in order to complete these 3 steps, people are going to have to go out of their comfort zone. They're going to have to recognize that fast food is falsified and unrealistic advertising. Second, they're going to have to plan accordingly and home cook their meals, and when going out, choosing only local restaurants. And third, people need to set restrictions on their diet and eat fast food only in moderation. With these steps in place, we can change the course of American health. We can stop fast food from taking over the American diet. We can give individuals awareness of the health risks. And we can assure that our generation won't be a negative statistic, yet the statistic that changes the course for America, for a healthier and happier